What's up everyone? Are you looking for a game to drive you up the wall? Pun not intended. Then look no further than Mario Kart 8 Deluxe online. While playing this game, you'll slowly lose brain cells every time you get struck, spun, blown up, and God forbid. If you thought Elden Ring was hard, then clearly you haven't been in a round with 5 Waluigis in identical carts.
No.
Because it is not good. But don't worry, I am going to give you some tips that I have learned myself and from others, and hopefully help you be decent at this game and make Mario Kart 8 much more enjoyable. Just remember that no matter the tips and tricks, just know this game is still luck based, and you will still have those races that will make you want to commit mass atrocities. Coming in at number 1, the start of the race, the very beginning, where everyone is desperate to get that first place lead and hold it for the entire race. But does that ever really happen? I believe the start of the race is the most difficult, because everyone is grouped together, and so it becomes very difficult to not get hit. Now, there are 2 ways you can go about it. You can be aggressive and fight your way through, which does work. You especially want to do that if you start the race around 1st and 2nd, as you will be able to get the items first and be able to defend. But if you start any further back, then you want to take it easier and let everyone else take each other out while trying to defend as much as possible. What I do at the beginning of a race is go for coins, as they will help max out your speed and give you an early advantage. Coming in at number 2, using items. The items are your best friends, they won't let you down. Well, unless you're on 200cc Rainbow Road and you get given a super mushroom. But overall, if you understand when and how to use your items, it will help a lot. My first tip is don't use items immediately, as it might have been more useful elsewhere. What I'm saying is don't be that guy who gets 3 red shells and throws them all at once. Well, unless it was personally directed at someone, I totally get it. My second piece of advice is knowing when to throw an item. Let's say you're in 2nd, for example, and you get a red shell and you want to throw it at 1st. You want to make sure you are safe from the person behind before you throw it. My advice would be throw it just before picking up another item. That way you'll be able to attack 1st place while also being able to defend at the same time. Alright, let's talk about bananas. Do you sometimes get bananas and you don't know what to do with them? Well, except block shells. Why not try placing them in front of item boxes? Specifically the double item box. This is useful when you are in 1st, as it could stop the player behind from getting a double item box and having a chance of getting 2 red shells, which is very hard to defend in 1st, as you most likely only have a defensive item and a coin. Another item I'll talk about is the mushroom. Now, I did mention the mushroom earlier, but sometimes a mushroom can be more useful than a red shell, if used correctly. For example, if there was a shortcut coming and you have a mushroom in your 2nd item slot, you might want to use the 1st item and use the mushroom, as it might be more useful. The final item I'm going to talk about is the blue shell. I think we can all agree that we experience internal pain when we see that thing travelling at the speed of light. Now, what I do depends on how far I am in front and the environment. If I am not that far ahead and I see a blue shell, I like to slow down and let 2nd place overtake, and then the blue shell will hit them. Be careful though, as if the blue shell is too close when you brake, it might still get you and not them. Another thing I do when the blue shell is behind me is I brake just before a boost pad and let the blue shell hit me. That way I can hit the boost pad and immediately get back up to speed. Kart combination. The last thing I'm going to discuss is kart combination. Now, I don't have any advice with kart combination, as I'm not one for picking the best one, or the one that uses the meta kart combo, such as the wiggler and the roller wheels. I have always been one for picking whatever looks nice and using that. That way, when you win without using what everyone else uses, it feels so much better. Now, if you want to use the meta combination, then go ahead. It's no problem with me. It does give an advantage, but there's so much more that can give you an advantage, such as everything I've talked about. I'm just saying, don't worry about the KART combo. Sometimes being different makes the game a lot more enjoyable. Alright, if you made it this far into the video, then I really appreciate it. I know this video is very different from what I usually make, but I just really wanted to try something new and mix up the channel for myself and make it, more fun for myself. Thanks for watching, everyone. Yes, I did pull out a voice this video. I don't know where it came from. Whether I'll keep it for the future videos, I don't know, but we'll find out. Alright, well, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.